welcome to the next episode of TMA Trucks A to Z. Today we have something a little different, very exciting, and we're going to talk about the letter R for RPM truck. This is a TMA truck. And what does RPM stand for, Joe?
Raised Pavement Marker.
Joe is our in-house engineering manager, and he's going to take you through this custom design if you have any questions about staying safe out there as you're picking up reflectors off the highway or putting them down. So let's take a look. Take it away, Joe.
So, starting up at the driver's side of the truck, right next to the bulkhead, we have a swing rack. This is actually going to swing in for you. Eliminates a pinch point out here. Always have 3 points of contact when you're getting in and out of a vehicle. We have another one up there. That way nobody can fall slipping in or out. Moving back, we get to the actual lift. So this is where the work is actually going to be done. We're going to have the operator sitting in here. He has adjustable foot pedals, so that way if you're 6'7" or 4 foot, you can still fit in this. Here's your controls to go up and down. Okay. So this will get about 6 inches off the ground. Get you plenty low so that way you can reach down to the road, do whatever you have to do. Next we're going to show the Bituminous gun. We created a nifty little storage spot here for you. So this rack is actually going to fold down and your Bituminous gun sits right about here. This is safe, this is your travel mode, this will not pop out. At the end of the day, the guys put this away, fold this up, open this up. You have a swing arm located right here on the body. This is going to alleviate all the slack and all the weight for the operator. So we're going to go ahead and place this in the holder. Notice that the holder actually has a hole through it. So that way if there is any excess hot tar coming out of here, it's not piling up. It's just going to go straight through to the ground. Inside the basket itself, we have an up and down controller right here for the operator. They all the operations for the basket you have to push and hold. It is not a one touch, you have to push and hold. It'll stop as soon as you let it off. We have a squawk box here for communication. The operator in here does not have to push anything. All they have to do is talk. The driver will hear him in there. We have a grab handle, help the operator get in and out. These are your removable RPM holders. So when you pull one out, they all fall down and they keep on going. We'll have 3 right now. We have more being made, so that way you can preload them. You can have them in all different colors, all different patterns, whatever you need. They're set, they're ready to go. We have our trash can. So we also put a mud flap here, so reduce the noise a little bit. So Sam, go ahead and toss one in there.
So I'd be in the seat, obviously, but when I'm done picking this thing up, go right in the trash can.
Right in the trash can, exactly. These are completely removable, and they also have 2 magnets on the bottom. This is going to stop them from rattling and banging around when they're driving. Guys will hook them over the back, and then they don't go anywhere. So if we look inside the trash can, we actually have a handle inside of here with a coal chute located outside. What you would do is you would lift this coal chute up, place your pin in, you'd reach in, and dump out all your trash for the day. This is all modular, it's all bolted together. There are drain holes, so there should never be any water collection. If it ever needs to come off for service, fix it, more welding, anything like that, again, it's all bolted together. Wanted to point out all the safety decals. So obviously you have a pinch point here. You could get your foot pinched in here as well, so we put another one there as well. Pin out, close it up, slide the pin back in for travel. So next I want to show you how the air chisel is actually put together. We created the holder for it right here. We put it blue to go with the blue cord. That way you can't get them mixed up. This fits in right here. Easy connection, easy on and off. At the end of the day, they can come up here and unclip it, put it back in the toolbox, ready for storage. And moving back, when the guys are actually using this and operating it, they can go ahead and throw this in. This is another safety feature. This, the hose will not go swinging out into traffic and whatnot. We have a 12-volt air compressor purely for the air chisel. We have a safety master disconnect right here. If they ever need to service it, lock out, tag out, you can quickly hit this and not have a worry. There's also an on and off switch located on top. I currently have it off so that way it's not running, but you could turn this on, flip the switch, and it would come on. It's full of pressure right now, so it doesn't need to. You'll notice we also did not do a center support for our attenuator. We actually did 2 side supports. So you have one on the driver's side and one on the passenger side. This is not our normal build, but because of having the Craftco skid up there, we had to give you guys some more room, so we put the props all the way out to the edges. So when that custom cargo net shows up, you'll be able to tie off to all 4 eye bolts that we have supplied here. This is another safety feature for when you're traveling with all your bituminous skid stuff and all of your RPMs. Nothing's gonna fall into the operator. Nothing's gonna come down to harm this guy. Moving over here to the Craftco skid, you have your control panel here. It says all the bells and whistles, all your rates, all your pump rates, how to turn everything on, how to preheat it. It gives you your hour meter right here as well. This is conveniently located right next to the operator. All the way up top here is where you would actually load in all of your tar. It does have a safety sensor on it, so when this is open, this cannot run. Therefore, nobody can be accidentally pulled in there, can't get hit with anything. Fully very automated and safe device. So using this specific bituminous skid, there's more controls located. If you wanted to come out from the wand or the foot pedal, there's also your material flow rate up here. You have all of your controls easily accessible. You don't have to get to the back of the skid. Everything's right here, ready for anybody to get to it. I also want to show you how we bolted this down. We did this in a very unique way. If this were ever to get impacted, we don't want this to become loose or projectile. We don't want this guy getting hurt by anything. So let me show you how we went and bolted this down to the frame of the truck. So we went and mounted this skid not only to the frame of the truck, but to the body of the truck. Again, we want to make sure that if anything were to happen, if this were ever to get hit, this skid does not become a projectile. It shouldn't budge, it should not move. So we went straight through the body, through the frame of the truck, with big U-bolts, shear plates, the whole 9. So at the end of the day, we're going to disconnect our air compressor. We're going to put away our bituminous gun. Again, our swing arm is taking away all that slack, so that way this isn't really, really heavy. And now we're going to fold this up. Again, push and hold. It'll stop as soon as you let off the switch. These holsters are easily removable, so that way these can be put into the toolboxes on the other side. We put 2 extra strobes here for more area lighting, make it more obvious that there's somebody actually in here working. Underneath, we actually put a rope LED, so that's going to illuminate the whole underside of this lift gate. On top of that, we put a spotlight right on top, so that's going to shine right at the area that the gentleman or female is going to be working from. And we also have another spotlight right back here. This whole area is going to be fully illuminated when working. At night, it is very bright. We also put a rigid mud flap here in front. This is going to stop any debris, any road muck, any grime from coming up and actually hitting the operator or the basket. This just folds back up and gets pinned back in place. So our normal configuration, more work lights on the side, your red marker light, your rear facing strobe. We keep coming back. We have our standard TL3 Scorpion, standard 15 light aero board from Craftco, rear strobes, marker lights, work lights on the side. The other side prop, we're now on the passenger side of the truck. These racks are all latched together. Will have to be pulled out each individually. Here's your toolboxes. You have one 48-inch and one 24-inch. Fit nicely right underneath the bed. Now we're into our storage location. So this is where your pallets are going to be stored. This is the pallets of the bituminous. This is also the pallets of the RPMs and the actual markers. So both of these are swing gates. This one will open all the way and latch in right here. This forward one, instead of letting it swing all the way, we stopped it so it can't hit the mirror. So this will open up just enough so that way you can get in and out of the truck. Again, 3 points of contact. This is actually a safety bar that we've developed here. So right now it's in its stowed position. If somebody were to be entering and exiting the vehicle, you would loosen up from underneath. Turn this around, tighten it back up. And you have a safety bar to get in and out of the truck. You'll have your third point of contact when you go to get in the truck all the way up here. If they want to load and unload, right here where all the tie-downs are at, it's very simple. Loosen this guy up, comes completely out. This can now be stored anywhere else. Now you have nothing in the way of your forklift coming in and out. For your 2 pallets, we have put 4 tie-downs for each pallet, so 8 in total. These are recessed into the deck. No issue with any of these. We also have put a skid protection over here. So the bituminous skid is very important. It's very expensive. We don't want anything to happen with that. So if you're loading in and out of here, accidents happen. We wanted to prevent that. So this is going to stop any forks from puncturing, hitting that bituminous skid, possibly damaging it any way, shape, or form. So this truck also features our 5-camera DVR system. You have 2 interior cameras, 1 forward facing, 1 driver facing. You have 1 on the bulkhead that's facing the operator. You also have 1 on top of the aero board facing the back in case there ever is an accident. We can see it when they hit the attenuator. You also have 1 on the attenuator facing back when the attenuator's up. That's your backup cam. That's the only camera that does not record. All 4 of the others record whenever the key is on or the strobes are in the on position. So everything latches in. All right, we're gonna hop inside the cab now so I can show you some of the safety features that we added inside. 4 switches over here. Your red one is your strobes. All your green rocker switches are gonna do your work lights left, right, and bulkhead. Coming over, you have your 1-touch system. This is your aero board controller and your attenuator controller. This will deploy and stow the attenuator and aero board with 1 touch. There's no pushing and holding. You push the button and walk away. This also lets you select your pattern for your aero board. Next to that is our squawk box. So as you can hear a little bit, I can hear outside. If Sam were to talk, go ahead and talk in the squawk box for me.
Testing, 1, 2, testing.
So as you can hear outside, all they have to do is talk into the squawk box. For me to respond, I'd have to push the button, "Hi Sam," and you can hear me saying that back. This red light came on because as we were sitting in here, I had Sam lower the basket. Why is that important? When this light is going off, this is alerting the driver that the basket on the side of the truck is now the lowest point on the truck. This is very important for when they're driving home at the end of the day, just in case this does tend to drift a little bit, they know that now this is the lowest part of the truck. What we put right here is a moment switch that allows the driver to go ahead and bring that person back up. Now you'll notice nothing happens when I push it down. We don't want the driver to have the ability to put this down just in case somebody is in the basket and they're not supposed to go down. So again, when I push and hold this button, that red light will go off here soon. That tells me that it is no longer the lowest point on the truck. I'm safe to go ahead and keep driving home. Because this truck's going to Florida, we wanted to stripe the D module with black and yellow chevrons. These are all at 45-degree angles per the state law. This is a good truck to go to Florida. It's fully legal, has all the striping needed.
I hope you enjoyed that super awesome custom episode of TMA Trucks A to Z with Joe, our engineering manager here. Leave a comment if you could about your thoughts on this type of truck. We've never built a truck like this before, and in my years here at World Trucking Equipment, might be one of the coolest trucks that we've built.
Heck yeah.
And keeping our guys and men and women safe out there on the highway. So if you liked us, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you next time. Thanks everyone.